Oh, you can see it. That's my sandwiches. You can't really see the end of them. Oh, you can. I'm relaxing today. I needed to. You can see the setup of my room. It's all very nice and organised. And actually, I just realised my pyjamas match my bed stuff. Computer's messing up at the moment, so I went and washed up, which is quite an achievement. Used to be, well, it still is really. It's something that can be such a massive triumph. It was quite easy tonight, which was rather nice. I had the right energy. Got my cup of tea in my I'm usually gorgeous but it's my day off mug, and I was using my see, I live in my own world, it's alright, they know me there mug, up until I decided it's about time I had a clean one yesterday, I think it was. Well, I say yesterday, it's now, oh, hang on, I put the time in my pocket when I was washing up, which I thought was, before I started, which I thought was quite sort of symbolic. It's nearly 10 to 2 in the morning on Sunday the 12th of June. I woke up 8 o'clock yesterday, Saturday. I'd finally been able to switch off and sleep about 8 o'clock in the morning, and I slept, it is 8 isn't it, 9, 10, 11, 12, that's 4, 7 o'clock in the evening, 11 hours, 11 hours sleep, sorry. Cognitive mind is usually a little bit more alert than it is at the moment. I've been a little bit concerned about my ear because it's been a bit more painful again today. I've started putting doctors love me. The heating's not on, is it? No. Cut, burn and wound ointment. It's plantain, marigold and comfrey in beeswax and olive oil with lavender essential oil. It's because it started swelling up again, and I bathed it in because it's working so well on my eye. I thought I'd go with my ear, bicarbonate of soda, which stung a bit, but not too bad. But I woke up with it today really quite painful, and I thought, either I need to meditate and work out what it is that what symbolic reason it's there for, or I stop thinking about it and therefore keeping it manifest in my life, or I experiment with these things and most of the time it seems to work, so it could be just the placebo effect, which is actually healing in itself, so I don't really give a shit if it's conventional or accepted or whatever. I mean, a lot of people at the moment I notice are more able to do stuff at the moment than they have been for a long time. Too hot. Oh. I like cardigans because they're easier to take on and off. But I could get to the stage where wearing jumpers is no bother and taking a jumper on and off is no real bother. Oh, that's better. This isn't very entertaining, is it? But I don't do these to entertain, do I really? I don't know. It's a record for me, and it's whatever you make of it, whoever it is who watches it. I've had to take my rings off that hand today because that one's swollen up again. I think the hot water was nice, doing the washing up, and being able to stand without feeling like I was going to pass out was really nice. I really appreciate standing up and walking about. I was talking earlier about how most of the time I'm just in a semi-light through the night. I don't really turn the light off when I go through to the kitchen because the little bit of light that's here I can see well enough. I don't need the light on to walk through, and it's like symbolic of walking through my darkness. Very briefly, about just past midnight, I think it was. No, it was before that. It was still about 11 o'clock last Saturday night. Still Saturday night, really, for a lot of people, isn't it? Oh, gorgeous. I went and grounded in the moon. And it's like I've achieved so. My head's not really quite good. It's zooming off in all directions, and I'm tired. I might sleep after I've eaten my pilchard and cress sandwich, which is different. I don't normally fancy something like that, but I enjoyed the pilchard sandwich I ate last night even. And as halfway through making it, I'd been thinking I really need to avoid tomatoes because that's the most acidic thing, and I've been reading up about best cures for arthritis, and sodium bicarbonate of soda seems to be a really good one, and bathing in magnesium salts, Epsom salts, which I'm waiting for a sack to be delivered to my mum's that we're going to share. And I've got some pain today. I was talking earlier about last week, the pain. It felt like I'd been carrying some really heavy bags or like hanging on to something, and I was thinking about it being like hanging on to a tightrope. And I really ought to do this when my mind's less jumbled. Maybe I need to rest a little bit more, write a few notes, meditate, sleep again. I could quite easily sleep now. Just go with the flow, isn't it? And like I was saying, I was actually, before I go, I am going to read this bit. I've got pages left from, because I haven't done Wednesday, Thursday and Friday yet, and they were all really big days. And then, like I said, I slept 11 hours yesterday, and I've just pottered and not done really an awful lot. Had cups of tea, gone out in the garden with Joey, sat in the moonlight and grounded, there's nothing quite like grounding in the moonlight, I find. That's what I wanted to say, but my mind's going so fast. I'd gone on to a new thing already. I was going to do a meditation from off the internet, but my laptop had frozen and then it crashed. There it is. 0038, and I'm thinking of medical and how I'd like to say, if you understand my condition, /S, you would know that I'm doing well in the circumstances and in moving forward into my well-being so that I may have a chance to become fit for work. You would know that I still have quite a long way to go, and it would be impossible to correctly assess the time frame it will take until I'm able to be consistent enough to work for an employer, or even at my own pace at self-employed with the stock and talent ready there to start up in business when there is enough health to maintain it, not only for a day or even a week, a month, each month, but consistently. Enough so that in another month or 2 months I'm not going to be having to go and try signing on for ESA again because I've overdone it and I can't cope. And I'm not earning money. ESA's not enough to live on. But if I'm not capable of earning or working full time, then it wouldn't be fair to assess me to fit for work. And while I'm clearing my house has, I've had a really good week, and I thought, God, if they knew this, they'd assess me fit for work. And it's like this part of me thinks, should I hide my progress? But why should I? Why should I hide my progress when I've progressed more this time than any other time before? But I've done as much work before for a week or two, and then I've relapsed, or something else has happened. Like I was doing really, really well, and then Mum broke her arm. I had to look after her for a couple of months. While I was looking after her, my ceiling fell in. No one came to help me apart from a man I met on MySpace, who was very kind. I moved everything off the little round table that was in front of my sofa over there, and I moved everything from underneath as well. I sorted a little bit of it out, but I put the rest in a box, and it's under the bed, and I'll sort it out as and when I feel able. But in that I found a 2006 diary, which I had no idea was there, and a lot of rubble from when the ceiling fell down, because it had never been cleared. When that bit never actually got cleared, the underneath the table bit. And it's like I'm clearing rubble away from 2007. When I've cleared a lot more stuff away, then I can make more of a mess and have the ceiling down. However that comes about, whether I have to end up doing it myself, and that could put me in hospital, or I might carry on being quite good. I mean, at the moment, normally my breathing is really good, and at the moment, normally after doing the sort of stuff I've been doing and having the dust levels risen as much, my breathing would be really bad. And usually, a couple of weeks ago I did 430 on the peak flow, and I'm not going to bother standing up. I don't need to. That's decent. It's just under 300. Quite often from this sort of position I can only do 250 or even ow, relax, it's only a fleeting pain. Oh, expressing this, even though I've expressed some of it before already, and expressing it helps let go. Right, I'm going to do another one. That's worse. I think I might use the Ventolin. Oh well. I think I disturbed some gack at the bottom of my lungs when I did that. It doesn't really matter what the peak flow is, it matters what my ability is at the time. And my sustainable ability as far as ESA is concerned. Yeah, if I'm turned down and declared fit for work, and I haven't had a consistent, just continual being able to do things, and like I said on Friday, to when I got dropped off after Mind, I was saying it was the 5th or 6th. I said I'd only been about 5 times, and I looked through my diary, and I think it was about 5, or it was about my 6th time this year going to Mind on a Friday afternoon, being picked up. How easy is that? Going and having a time where you're with people and you made a cup of coffee and you'll share something about what you're going through and support each other, or just totally informal. If you cry, it doesn't matter. The one day I went there this year, I was so tired, I really shouldn't have tried to go, and I was so tired that I just cried the whole time I was there, on and off. And it's a safe place to do that. But when I can consistently go on a Friday, and especially if I could start sort of being able to go under my own steam, then that's a really good indication that I'm fit for work. And if I'm missing it because I'm doing something else. Oh, and on Friday, I think I've already said this on the other video, but Coast. Through Coast, I'm getting a couple of hours a week support for putting my book together, and to see whether I could, sort of help me just make tentative steps towards my self-employment again. And on Friday, he said that it would be fine for that to be done here, so that's going to be another. That's fantastic. I'm really pleased about that. Anyway, this has been far too serious, and I'm going now, and I think I might watch Inception because I treated myself to it the other day, and I'm going to have to stop doing that. I've treated myself to 4 videos: new pyjamas, new top, a new bra and pants, and some new pants, bedding, and that I have funds for that for the bed downstairs. But I'm moving forward, and if I am allowed to go my own pace, I'll get there a lot quicker to fit for work. If they declare me fit for work, and I'm not, I'll appeal and carry on making steps towards being fit for work. I don't think there's any need for me to break down this time. I know exactly what it is they're doing. They're trying to bring the numbers down. It doesn't matter to them if you really are ill or not. And I've made peace with that. I don't have to hold anger for that. That just harms me, and it really did harm me last year. It took me a right step back, but with that step back, I've gone even deeper and made peace even deeper with the rape issues and and even the temporary arrangement of getting things done, which costs me so much normally in energy and hasn't as much at the moment, and I don't know whether it will again soon. But I've decided that I'm actually, having got my shelf unit behind me really nicely organised so I can just reach, whether I'm sitting with my back to it, the cushions up against it, or pillows, or sitting like this. I've got whatever I want, I can reach and find easily. I know more or less where everything is. When I feel able, when I've cleared the big shelf in the next to the under the stairs, when I've cleared that, I'm going to clear, and when I've, it might be I'll clear that one day, and then another day, whether it's the next day or a few days later, I'll clear this one, put that one over there, preferably when I've got some help, rearrange some of the stuff that I've put here. And it's like I'm making peace with everything being so temporary. It's really freeing, and I wish in some ways that I'd made this into 2 videos, because I can't edit, because I think the last bit is actually worth watching more than the first bit. But there we are.